I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time when you stop.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football being back in L.A.? You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Prescott on first down. And right away, he lost the football. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Third and long for Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down.
It's going to be a long day. Check 26, check 26.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. First down, Prescott. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Corey Littleton coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Don't get nervous.
Here's Prescott. Room to run past midfield. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Caught left side by Cobb. That throw good for 4. It's second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And the Cowboy first down.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Prescott from the gun. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down.
Here we go, 46, 46. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I don't even know why this team showed up. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Here we go, 47. You're not ready. You're not ready.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Cooper's got it. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Going right side, he has Winton. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. Elliott running right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50. I'm here all day. Twist. Hey, kill. 47.
On third down, it's Prescott. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. What did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. but how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side, but how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. We're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Here we go. 180. 54. Tell. Spot. No. 76. Tell him. 76.
From the red zone now, Goff. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. From 13 yards out. And the Rams have taken the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. The defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
And he has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III. A first down carry by Elliott. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cobb. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 40. Prescott now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Watch the pass. Mike, 50.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Mike, 50.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Sideline throw, that's caught. Amari Cooper. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. A first down throw for Prescott. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Second down.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Looking to throw, Prescott. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The kick by Maher is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Right side complete. That's Woods. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
We own it. We own it. Hey, check. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Mike is that.
Now gone. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey, shell. Check. Horrible. Begin. Hey, Foxtrot.
Goff on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, LA. Todd Gurley as the first half is winding down. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott, they'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. On first down, gone. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Okay, I got a quick tangent for us here, Charles. Let's look at the teams that have not yet won in the NFL, the 0-3 teams, the Jets, Dolphins, Bengals, Steelers, and Broncos. Who do you think is the first to get off the schneid?
Well, when you look at it, who has the open week? Who's safe? The Jets?
The Jets, yeah, they don't play anybody,
Jets
so they're not going to win this week.
I think the Bengals and Steelers, they play each other.
Yep.
So I think the Steelers beat the Bengals and get off the schneid. They're the team that I'm looking at closest and having the best opportunity to get it done.
How about Denver hosting Jacksonville? A possibility there for the Broncos, right?
Definitely a possibility, but I like the way that Jacksonville comes into this game. A big win on Thursday night at home against Tennessee and riding their hot rookie quarterback Gardner Minshew, and their defense looked ferocious again. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Prescott. Completes it to Jason Witten. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
47. Mike 50. I got you, boy. I got you.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott lets it fly deep for Cobb. He's got a man, complete. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play here for Dallas. 58 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
Let him know. 47.
From the red zone now, Prescott. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Mike 58 right there.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check. Hey, wahoo! 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54.
Out of the gun. Gone. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A. From the 50, it's gone. Throw complete right side to Cooks. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Here's gone. It's caught left side by Cooks. Touchdown, LA! Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines, but the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the 1st down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Again, it's Elliott. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
We're going to 50 for 1. 50, Mike, 50. Check back. 50, 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. It's caught at the 10. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. A big play here for Dallas. 43 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the night as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Let's go. Do this.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Man out, man out, man out, man out. Right there. Go. Hey,
Goff now looking to throw. He's letting it fly for Cook. It got his man complete. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, LA. Brandon Cooks. 75 yards. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself,
and down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
my man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Prescott on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a gain of 34. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off two huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And this is caught at the 8. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Too low. Got help.
They'll throw again. Prescott. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a one-score game. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. 3rd and goal. They'll turn to the power game at Olawale. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from a yard out as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll throw over the middle, taken in, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, Charlie. Give me that ball, defense. Check it.
Goff now to throw. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
12. Check the backer. When the ref.
Now Goff. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
It's just me and you. Hold on. Check. He's checking crap. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now it's gone. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
Bang. 61, matchbox lights. Wide, get wide. Out. Hold on. Check. Smooth.
Goff. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeMarcus Lawrence bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
Tiger. Hey, seam six.
First throw in overtime for Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
That's good.
Hey, exit.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a first down throw. Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Louis. Hey, echo. Mike 5-4. Double dog. That's the way.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now it's Henderson. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Watch 54. Let's go, tight end.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Goff gets this into the hands of Brandon Cooks. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
He gets it to Cooks. A good pickup there, 21 yards. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
Break it goes tonight. 180. Here we go, here we go. Check, 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 check.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to...